Oh, so
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. I was thinking inside, what... Because I've heard that, like, Adam Sandler and his crew, at this point, they just make movies so that they can go places. So, presumably, they wanted to go to Las Vegas. But it doesn't have, like, the normal people in it. It's just Kevin James. So that you can't figure that it's one of those kind of movies. They must have been trying, at least a little bit.
no, I don't think anybody tried. I mean, anybody here. This was somebody turned a camera on and stuff happened and nobody just cared. They had the money to do it, but they just didn't care because, oh man.
It was a really pretty hotel.
Sure, Vegas is pretty. It was the Wynn. Actually had Mr. Wynn show up for
I thought that was a joke at first because, like, him and his wife looked like they were made out of silly putty.
Well, yes.
They're just standing there like,
yeah, they are.
here's a check, Paul Blart.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Good job. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, thank you for saving me millions of dollars. Apparently, here's a check for millions of dollars. So, spoiler alert, that's how it ends. Oh, man.
Yes, Paul Blart saves the day.
Yeah, you know...
Sort of.
Sorta. You know, it's... I mean, if you're wondering if the movie was bad...
You're not wondering if the movie was bad.
You're not wondering if the movie was bad. You knew it was bad. You knew it was bad. It's a question of, is there going to be anything passable for entertaining? You know, like, that's the thing. Is that, I mean, I'm all about bad movies if they're entertaining. This wasn't entertaining. It was painful. This was a rough set, you guys. Yeah, it was. It was just rough. Because, I mean, most of the jokes were awkward, you know, Kevin James, you know, I'm gonna, do something and it's awkward, and then it's just, let's just do this for 8 minutes.
Like, way more than usual, too.
Yeah.
Like, doing a lot of this shit with his face.
Right, yeah.
Like, the first 5 minutes of this movie, he gets a divorce from Gemma May.
Yeah.
Who I guess must have been the love interest in the first
She was, yeah.
And then...
Yeah, she instantly divorces him.
Like 6 days.
Right.
And then they're like, but at least I still have my mom. And then she wanders out in the street and gets hit by a milk truck.
Instantly, yeah.
Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, hilarious!
And he's like sitting there like, bah, bah,
right, yeah.
bah.
The joke is the punchline of him sobbing, you know, and then he scoots away because he's so sad. And it's hilarious! Who doesn't love watching someone's mother get crushed by a truck? And again, and the thing is that, you know, these are the same people from the first movie, and, like, his mom was this really sweet, loving, kind, like, you know, character, you know, they had her be. So that, you know, of course it's hilarious to watch her get crushed and killed. Yay!
Was the daughter in the first one?
Yeah, she was. Okay. And honestly, like, to the credit of that young actress, she was kind of the only thing worthwhile in the movie.
Oh,
like,
I agree.
She was really sweet.
She wasn't, like, the best actress, but she was making up for it in enthusiasm, and, like, she was, you know, she's kind of a chunky girl, but they didn't play that for laughs.
No, they didn't. No, they gave her kind of a little boyfriend character who, and they didn't at all try to play any, you know.
She's like a well-adjusted, you know. And
she was the only character who was likable. Because nobody else was. Nobody, I mean, just... yeah, because Paul Blart, I remember from the first one, because it's been a long time since I saw it, and I only saw it once. He was endearing because he really enthusiastically thought what he was doing was important, you know? So there was that to it. And then, you know, it turns into Die Hard in a mall, so he actually, you know... But I remember that happening a lot faster in the first movie. Like, in the first movie, I think, like, it was only a little bit of stupid, worthless exposition before the heist took place. This took an hour.
Yeah, the first 2/3 of this movie was Paul Blart 2 Observe and Report, and that just horribly depressing things kept happening to him, and then he'd cry for like 5 minutes.
Right, yeah, and then it'd be, you know, you know, just the awkward stuff. It's hilarious because it's awkward.
Which is my least favorite.
I know, I can't stand
of all the things.
I can't stand, I know, oh man.
Like the love interest in this movie is the general manager of the hotel, and like the first time he meets her, she touches his hand just a little too long, and he's like, listen honey, I get what you're putting out, but I'm not in a position where I want him to be, I'm not open for business, as it were. And she's like, what? What are you talking about?
Right, yeah, she's this really beautiful actress. I forget her name exactly, but yeah, she's this beautiful woman. So like he's saying, yeah, listen, I know what you're doing, and then the joke is that
She does end up falling for him.
that he gets under her skin, and
Like,
she
against her
actually,
will.
well, yeah, like doesn't believe it, but ends up just falling madly in love with him, which I don't know. That
That's
could have
the
been
sort of
played
thing
funnier.
That always tends to happen in movies like this.
Sure,
so
sure.
I guess I see where they were going for making that a joke. You
But
know,
it,
the
but it
super
wasn't
pretty
funny.
woman
But it wasn't
falling
funny.
for-
I mean, none
no,
of
it
it
really
was funny.
wasn't.
I mean, you could have made that really funny. I mean, you could have. I mean, you can make anything funny at a certain point. You can make a woman getting a sweet old woman getting hit by a milk truck funny. They didn't do it here. You know, it just
Yeah, I'm fairly certain to have a sweet old lady get hit by a milk truck to be funny, she'd have to
that
not
would be
die.
really hard. But it's possible. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out
She'll
there.
like roll over the back and then get up like, oh, my sciatica. You know.
See?
I did it,
See,
hooray!
you did it. You did it. There you go. See, I mean, it's possible, people. Ugh.
But no, question killed.
Right. See, I mean, what was the point of all that? The point of all that was to be, he can't be happy, you know. He has to start out sad. So let's just make him really sad by destroying everything that he had from the first film.
Uh-huh.
Which,
Scorched earth tactics.
which honestly, I had forgotten that he had gotten together with that woman from the first movie because it's been so long since I've seen it. And God knows I didn't go back and watch it again as research. So, you know, I'd completely forgotten about that. I completely forgot about his mom, you know. I mean, I had,
Well, they reminded you.
there's so little memory space that was devoted to Paul Blart Mall Cop on the hard drive that is my head. That I did not think about his girlfriend. I did not think about his mom. They could have just literally had him start in Vegas and don't even tell me why. There he is. There he
That's
is.
kind of how I felt about it.
You know, I
'Cause
mean,
I didn't see the first one, and I was a little worried I would, because Dave saw it as well, so I kind of asked him, he's like, he's a mall cop, and then he solves a crime, and I'm like, okay.
I mean, that's really it. I mean, the only thing that sometimes passably made that was kind of funny was, again, when he was thwarting the bad guys, you know, non-lethally and just kind of a, you know, I'm a dopey fat guy kind of way. You know?
Which, you know, I feel like they could have made that more believable in this one as well, because the problem is during the first two-thirds, where everything is terrible, they kind of play up his ineptitude. Like, there's a scene where they're at the security guard convention where there's like a beanbag gun, and he's trying to shoot it. No, he can't. It's funny, because the other guy can totally do it. And then later, when he's like pegging guys without even looking.
Yeah, he's on the little scooter thing, and he's just taking out all the bad guys.
You already determined that he can't do that thing you're making him do.
Right. I mean, it could have been like he shoots and misses. And see, the thing is that what I really don't like about this kind of a story is that it's heroism by accident. You know, and I really don't like that. I mean, that's the same kind of heroism as just the first thing that pops into my head is Anakin Skywalker in Phantom Menace. He takes out the bad guy ship completely by accident, and he's, I'm a kid, I don't know what I'm doing, and he kills all the bad guys, you know? I hate that. Because why? It's not like, you know, heroism or triumphing over adversity or being clever and doing something smart. No, it's, oops, I'm fat and I fell down, and because I did that, I slipped and you knocked over. And
I crushed the bad guy.
I crushed the bad guy, you know?
There's a scene where he fell over onto a bad guy and crushed
And then
him.
just, like, wiggles on her.
That was sort
and-
of on purpose. Although I will disagree with you only in the sense that the one part of the movie that did kind of make me laugh was when he had, like, his security guard friends, and they had, like, a kung fu battle with the bad guys, and it was kind of like a Three Stooges fight in slow motion.
See, but that's different. I mean, that's not heroism by accident. That's not I accidentally stepped in the wrong. No, that's them being just
literally heroism by accident.
Well,
Because they got in a fit. They kept like one guy would swing a lamp backwards and accidentally bash a guy behind him, or like the guy got his hairdresser's cape wrapped around his head and then wraps it around the other guy's head by accident. So in that sense, I do think it's funny, especially since they're playing like the kung fu music in the background.
Right.
But I like
So I think
having that be the whole point of the movie, heroin by accident. Yeah, that's not.
But
heroism,
even then, that was like an hour and a half into this 90-minute movie. You know, I mean, that was right at the end is when they actually did that, and like there's stuff that just was so bland and unfunny. And then there's this scene with Neil McDonough, who's the bad guy, who's a really cool actor, and man, is he phoning it in there, you know? And then there's this scene where they're trying to out crazy each other and they're shouting at each other. And I think they were probably ad-libbing those lines, but like it just suddenly just got really weird.
I feel like they watched I Eat Pieces of Shit Like You for Breakfast from Happy Gilmore, and they're like, let's do that again.
Let's do that again.
Only with more spitting and
Yeah.
for fucking
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you were right. Tough set. This was a tough set. Oh God, the scene where he's in Cirque du Soleil.
Oh God, you
It's
can see it
painful.
coming from a mile away because he walks through a door that says like for performers only, and I'm
it's
like,
like, oh, God.
no.
Yeah, they telegraphed so many jokes, and okay, so he's hot wiring a Segway, and he grabs the whole thing, and he grabs a Hershey's Kiss,
And
and
you're like, oh, he's gonna eat that.
it's like he's gonna eat it.
Of course he's gonna eat
They're
that.
gonna take like
But he's got it like here, and he's like unpeeling
very
it, like dabbing his
carefully,
brow, and it's like, just
very-
do it.
It's like
just put it in your mouth.
You're just gonna eat it, yeah. And then he finally just eats it and puts away the wrapper and uses the paperclip to start. It's like, yep, that's what he did. That's where he was going, and that's what he did. I mean,
Yeah, the Cirque du Soleil part, it was the flip side of the whole Three Stooges in an action movie thing, where he was like swinging off of stuff and knocking guys off, and you could tell what they were going for, but it just took forever.
it did. It took forever, yeah.
And I'm sure that they thought we were. I can't believe that this was just another phoning in a movie. I have to believe that they wanted us to laugh at that. They put little angel wings on him. They set up this huge, elaborate, like, rotating water stage with, like, fountains and actual dancers on it. And it was just interminable.
It seems like they were thinking they were banking the entire movie on Kevin James's physical comedy. Mm-hmm. That's it. They were banking
And
the entire
likability, yeah.
and likability. You must really like him, and you must like all the physical jokes that he does.
And the thing is, like, when Kevin James is being, like, a sweet, sincere guy,
Yeah.
I do like him. Like, I like his stand-up.
King of Queens is a show that Laura and I will watch a lot. Mm-hmm. And, you know, his comedic timing, you know, the jokes that he said, the delivery of them, you know, very rarely does he do ever any, like, physical comedy specifically. I mean, he'll make fun of the fact that he's, you know, a thick, you know, bigger guy, but very rarely does he ever do, like, you know, where he, you know, he's going to go sliding and then he misses something or something. Rarely does that ever happen on that show.
Yeah,
But it's like it's likable and it's watchable because he's funny and he has good timing and he, you know, he has kind of this sweet nature to him that makes that character very likable.
I haven't watched a lot of King of Queens. I have watched the clip on YouTube where, like, Patton's character's in the background for, like, the entirety of a party scene, and I guess he must have just decided to stand there, like, for, like, the entire
I don't know if
scene.
I've seen that.
Oh, it's amazing. We'll Google it when the video's over.
I will Google that, yeah.
But like, Sweat the Small Stuff is stand-up special. I watch it all day, every day.
yeah,
It's really funny.
very funny.
But this
He's
was
a
awful.
funny guy, but
this was him just flopping around on the ground.
This was lowest common denominator type of humor, which was let's just do physical slapstick stuff and not write jokes. And again, the whole premise, the whole thing that was
the
supposed to
jokes
be
that
about.
They did right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead, please, because yeah, I just.
Because I'm the one that springs immediately to mind is Always Bet on Blart, which is the last in a long series of awful pun lines he kept delivering. And again, I'm sure they were going for, like, let's make him deliver these, like, you know, in the crux of the moment pun line
Because he's
that's
supposed-
so awful you'll have to laugh, except you don't because they're awful.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there's, looks like we're in a sticky situation when
Right,
he
'cause
had
he
the
has the
glue
glue
gun.
gun, yeah.
And Always Bet on Blart because they're at a casino
Of course.
and his name is Blart.
Of course. It makes such perfect sense. Oy.
I can't believe that his daughter, this is just within the plot of the movie, she would never go for that guy, right? Because, I mean, like, he was cute, but he tried, like, she's getting into UCLA, and he's like, yeah, you know, 4th time's the charm of my GED, I got
Right.
you a snow globe.
Right, yeah.
Like, oh, that's adorable.
I mean, you don't see them, like, getting married or anything. They're just
Yeah,
hanging
it's
out
just
together.
like
So, I mean, I don't know.
I thought I saw him like within her crowd of friends there at the end when she was at UCLA, and that kind of bugged me because it did seem like a sort of summer loving sort of situation. But maybe it was just
was he there?
I can't tell.
I had checked out by that point.
Because at the end, she gets into UCLA and he's walking down the street.
Right.
And I'm sure you've seen this moment in the previews.
It was in the trailers,
is literally the last moment of the movie where he's like hitting on horseback cop and then he slaps her horse in the ass and it kicks him in the chest and he hits a car so hard that the side crimps in and the window explodes and then he falls on the ground. And if he had died in that moment,
that would have been awesome.
Made the entire movie so goddamn worth it.
That would have been great. If it would have been, instead of like him looking up and going, I'm okay, he goes, and just dies, and then just dead, the end, Paul Blart
don't even
died.
look up, just thunk, and then just don't get up, and then fade to black.
Just slow fade to black.
Just like his mother.
Slow fade to black, and then he's just dead. Oh my god.
Okay, in my mind, that's how the movie
That
ended.
is how the movie should have ended, because that's... Oh my god.
Oh god, I'm running out of stuff to talk about, because it was just...
It's just dumb. I mean, it was just a really dumb movie.
You know when you watch a dumb movie and at a certain point, even when you're supposed to be giving a review about it afterwards, you just stop paying attention to specific stuff and just let it wash over you while you try to keep your head above water.
Oh, yeah. It was... Well, just because, I mean, when I realized, I looked at my watch, and by the time he finally, realized that they were heisting the casino, I was like, my god, it's been an hour. It's been an hour since the preview stopped.
That's a snazzy watch, too.
Well, thank you. It's a Fitbit.
Ooh.
Yes, it's got a stepometer. Now let's do a commercial for Fitbit while we're here. No, anyway, but yeah, it's got, other things on there, too.
13 floors.
13 floors. I climbed 13 floors today.
Very nice.
So, yes.
I only go downstairs. Because I'm the goddamn lady.
No, yeah. I don't know what else to say about this. I mean, if you were genuinely thinking that, maybe there's a chance this movie's fun and interesting, then you clearly saw none of the previews.
But then you know what? Wait to watch it on TV, because there's no swears in this.
No.
They're not going to have to cut it at all. Although, there was something that I forgot to mention, is that they must have cut the shit out of this movie, because there was one point in particular that I remember where they had obviously forgotten that he was soaking wet in one scene and then would be bone dry in the next scene. So what they had him do is walk up to a giant fucking random wall fan and turn it on and stand in front of it like, so that the next scene, when he walked out a door completely dry, not looking like he's been wet a day in his life, it would make sense.
Sure. Because, people would get really annoyed with the continuity of this movie.
The thing is, I wouldn't have noticed. At that point, at that point, I would not have noticed if they hadn't made him stand in front of a wall fan, and I thought, you know what, I bet the reason they're doing that is because he's dry in the next scene.
Yeah.
And then, goddammit, he was dry in the next scene.
In the next scene. Oh, man, I want to believe that they had to do a reshoot. That they watched an early cut of the film and they're like, ah, shit, he's dry in that scene and he's wet in this one. We got to go back and shoot a fan scene.
We got to go back and shoot a fan scene.
We got to go do a damn fan scene.
I like very much that was the first thought that came to their brains. They're like, we're not worrying about having any more thoughts about this. We'll just go with that one.
Just go shoot a fan scene. Oh, jeez, whatever. Just go get a big fan, have him stand in front of it, and he's dry.
Make faces at the fan.
It'll be hilarious because it's Kevin James making faces, and that's all he has to do, and it just kills.
His faces are like my least favorite thing about his comedy. Because it's a lot of this business.
Right.
And then
it's like the intensity.
Chris Farley, Joe Caliendo hand chop.
He really did try, he really was slipping into Chris Farley territory at one point when he was, given the big dramatic...
Frank Caliendo. God damn it.
Yeah, really big, speech at this conference or whatever. It was really getting close to, van down by the river type of, sound.
Yeah.
His voice is
especially, during the crazy...
Yeah, when he's doing the crazy speech.
Bring my goddamn lunchbox to the pumpkin part. What the hell was he even talking about?
They were just saying, I'm going to say a crazier thing than you. Which, I didn't get, Neil McDonough's character other than just, he's just going to do whatever he needs to do in the scene. You know what I mean? That, he was the villain, and they gave him a different colored eye.
But you know what? He kidnapped his daughter, and he could have murdered her so many times in this movie, and he just kind of nope, little girl, come with me. You're part of my gang now.
Yeah, I'm gonna
off to the helipad.
I'm gonna keep you as a hostage. Which, I mean, they already owned security there, right? I mean, they took over the security of the Wynn. So what were they afraid of?
I don't know.
Why do they need a hostage?
Well, they were just running around the hotel with like their guns out.
Right, yeah, they're running around and like,
shoot her!
Shoot all of them! Shoot everybody! I mean, it's Vegas, for God's sake. It's Nevada.
He takes the daughter hostage, and she's like on her phone with her dad, like, "Help, Dad, they're getting me!" And he's like, "Give me the phone." And he's like, "Hello, Paul Blart. Don't try to come after us, or your daughter will get what for." And then just puts her in a room.
Well, then he comes after them, and his daughter gets nothing. I mean, like, real villain in a real action movie, or real anything would have, okay, now I'm going to hurt your daughter or something. You took down some of my guards, I'm going to hurt your daughter,
Or I guess I can't hurt your daughter because I already fucking murdered her.
Right, yeah, I mean, shit, it's just like, okay, well, I need to do this now because that's what the script says.
But you know what? She managed to escape, God bless her.
Yeah.
If the fact that if the guy she had run up to hadn't been like in on the heist, she would have been
because all of the security was part of the heist.
Yeah, she would have been out and free while Paul Blart was still dicking around with like a mechanical plane to spy on the bad guys.
Right, yeah, he uses a drone.
Your daughter has been kidnapped. Why are you fucking doing this?
You're playing with toys. Awesome. Because Phantom paid to have their little drone helicopter with the camera on it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm sure they did.
I saw Sony a lot.
Right, they also had little digital watches, and their little Sony digital watches. So
they walked 15 floors.
They watched 15 floors today. That's amazing. This heist has been great. We need to do more heists.
Yes, but only downstairs.
But only we take an elevator.
We'll do a lot of basement heists. And then I'll just live in the basement.
There we go. Because you can't get back out.
Nope. Did not think this through. I am so out of shape. We went, I live like 2 blocks from a sandwich shop, and it was nice outside a little while ago. And so I'm like, I'll put on my rollerblades, and we'll go down to Head West, we'll get a sandwich, and then we'll come back. Halfway there, I'm so fucking out of breath that David's like dragging me by my rollerblades. I still want a sandwich. Is that you? So cold.
Well, this Fitbit comes with an app that you can like put in your food so it tracks your calories. I stopped doing it because it kept getting mad at me for eating the wrong things. So
shut up, phone.
Apparently McDonald's doesn't fit well on a fit plan. Well, screw you,
They
Fitbit.
have salads.
They have salads. I mean, they do, right? I've never had one, but I mean, so...
Yeah, I saw that they got that 20-piece chicken nugget thing, and it was like, 470 calories, that's not bad. Oh, 2 servings. Says you, McDonald's. Snarf, 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 snarf. Challenge accepted.
That's right. Oh, man. All right.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. We better start getting some money from Fitbit, the Phantom 2 people who make the drone, McDonald's. Head West, we've named them now.
Head West. If you want a sandwich, go there in person, because if you call them and order it, you will get the wrong thing.
It's in their logo.
You have to go, because they're high. They're so high. Every single person who works there is just so high, and bless their hearts. You know, that's kind of the premise of the store, but if you want your sandwich on rye, you gotta go and watch them make it on rye. Or you're getting a Reuben on sweetbread, which fucking tastes weird.
Okay, so maybe we're not gonna get money from it.
Look, I give an honest review.
Oh God, no, yeah, no, Paul Blart sucked. Like really, I mean, there's no nice way of saying it. There's no. See, you know what I wonder is that because we know he's a funny guy because we've seen him do good stuff. If this is just all he can do, as in like. They won't let him do anything else. Like studios,
pigeonholed this floppy moron.
Studios won't let him do anything else because they're afraid that if it's not the lowest common denominator, it won't sell.
I can't imagine this. Well, I shouldn't say that because we had more people in our theater than Dave had in theirs. I
mean, that's it. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is that Hollywood is getting so bad with the studios. Nobody has any spine to make something that's good. They're so worried about making something that hits all 4 quadrants as widely as possible. So you make it as lowest common denominator as possible. That they will only give them money to make a movie if it looks and feels like this. They won't let them actually make smart, funny, interesting things. and they don't care, and then on the other side they don't care because they're getting a ton of money. And this can't be hard.
Yeah, that's my other thought, is that there have to be better scripts than this. I don't know what the process is, if there's like a big pile that they like shovel in like the middle of Hollywood, just like a square in the center of town. But just like
go into the script mines.
There's gotta be a vein in there somewhere.
There's a rich vein of comedy.
Richer and more pure than fucking Paul Blart Mall Cop.
I just don't know.
Just find like a hungry waiter by day who's got a script about aliens and make that one instead. They can be in Vegas. You can still go to Vegas.
But I think that's my point. Is that the studios won't make that movie because they're so afraid that if it doesn't sell everywhere and make $1 billion, it's not worth making.
Yeah, but then they make fucking.
They make this.
Yeah, this, or like, what, Dickie Wood Porn Star, or whatever it was, that Nick Swartzen one, where he was a porn star with a little penis. They made that movie! Make Waiter's Alien movie!
Right, I mean, yeah, there's no logic to it. I mean, there's no logic to that, instead of, I mean, yes, you need to make big tent poles that make a ton of money, because it is a business still, fine, I get it. But, you claim that there's some art, you claim that there's something, and you make this crap? But, you have people who have, in their past, have done funny things. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
Stupid. Oh, well.
It's like they've got tenure, and we just can't get rid of them.
Yeah. I think it's kind of that. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Oh, crap. Underdogs. Which one was Underdogs?
Wasn't that the one with the little wooden
yes!
foosball people?
Yeah, like the foosball guys. I'd never seen that preview before.
Yeah, I've seen it before. It looks weird.
It looks kind of cloudy with a chance of meatballsy. Like the same art style.
You know what? Maybe it could turn out to something like that. It could turn out to actually be something entertainable. The trailer, I don't think, looks very good.
I think that the trailer doesn't look good, but those little dudes are so goddamn cute.
I guess there's that. I mean, it's a little cute little figure thing, but I don't know. The jokes that were in the trailer just weren't funny at all. I don't know.
You can't really use that as a judge anymore.
Yeah,
because like the trailers for Paranorman were fucking abysmal. And that movie was one of my favorites.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh, you never saw it?
I never saw it. No.
Oh my god!
Well, see,
Paranorman.
because the people who made it are the same people who made the Box Trolls and then Coraline.
I haven't seen Box Trolls yet, but I've heard it's really, really good, and I want to see it because again, Paranorman is fucking fantastic.
Right, and Coraline was really, really good. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I just haven't seen it. Okay, so what else we got?
Little boy. Dreaming of being a big boy. That's it. I believe I can do it. And he's moving a mountain with his brain.
Oh.
It's actually like a Jesus-y movie, but they downplayed it for the particular preview that we got.
So, was it like a religious movie?
Yeah, because I'm sure we've talked about this before. It's the little boy and his dad is like, like, son, do you believe you can do this? And he's like, I believe I can do this. And then his dad goes off to war, and so he tries to bring his dad back from war with the power of his faith. And then his brother's like, you're an idiot. And he's like, I can move a mountain. His brother's like, move that mountain. He's like, eee! And the mountain's like, and then all the nuns come out of hiding.
Wait, were the nuns hiding in the mountain?
Yes, they shook him free of the mountain.
It's like a beehive?
It's a miracle!
It's like a nun hive. You shake it and all the nuns start buzzing around.
Yeah, they swarm the little boy and then they go away
going everywhere, whacking things.
Just a pile of bones. Little boy.
My God, those are human bones. Yeah, little boy. Yeah, faith.
Okay.
Oh man, so
Inside Out, which is the one with all the emotions.
The Pixar.
Yes,
Pixar one.
that one looks really good.
That was good.
That's the first I've actually seen of any sort of plot.
Right. Yeah, that was too.
Usually it's just like Louis Black and Amy Poehler and Minnie Kaling and Bill Hader, and the fifth one, whoever Despair is. All just like rattling around inside her brain, but this time like happiness and despair kind of get sucked up into the tube, and they're like
they have to go find them, and they're it looks
find the memories and put joy back into them or something.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
It looks like a lot of
It
fun.
looks like it'll be fun. It looks like, yeah.
But not as much fun as Minions.
Minions. Yes. Yes.
I am so excited for this movie. And again, this is the first I've actually seen of any sort of semblance of a plot.
Yeah, they were really showing.
Because they're going to like Villain Con.
Right, yeah.
And it's Sandra Bullock is Red Scarlet Overkill.
Yeah.
And they're working for her. And it's just the three.
They're the three
they're goddamn more adorable. One of them's Kevin.
Yeah. It's
they're hitchhiking.
that is the whole Minions thing with Despicable Me. I mean, first of all, those were really well written movies anyway. I mean, really funny. I like.
Yeah, the second one not as much as the first one.
Sure,
but
yeah.
It was still good.
I still have lots of stuff I love the second one, but yeah, but the Minions they're right to do a Minions movie because those are the best part of the film.
Yeah, they are.
And so that looks fantastic. And what else we got?
Peanuts movie.
Oh yeah, the Peanuts movie.
Which I think looks fine. Dave's kind of annoyed about the art style, but I don't know. I think it looks good. It kind of looks like when you have like a I don't know, like a holiday card with a picture they've kind of like bumped it up so it looks vaguely 3D.
Yeah,
it kind of looks like that.
It kind of looks like cardboard. Yeah, you could say, ish card type of CG type of animation. So.
Like Peanuts was not really like. I had You're a Good Sport, Charlie Brown on VHS growing up, and I watched it a bunch of times, but not so much because I was completely enamored of it, and more so because I only had like 3 VHSs. I had You're a Good Sport, Charlie Brown, I had Twins, and I had Made to Order, which is the backwards Cinderella one with Ali Sheedy.
Oh.
just kept watching him in rotation.
That's awesome.
Well, I can't read that one.
Hotel Transylvania.
Yes. Okay, so
cool.
the first Hotel Transylvania looked so bad, and I'm so glad I didn't have to watch it. But this preview made me laugh. I don't mind telling you.
Honestly, because it was there wasn't a bunch of slapsticky, goofy stuff. It was them talking, writing, and funny. You know, because again, all of those people, or most of them, are comedians.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the thing.
Even Adam Sandler. Way back when.
Is a comedian. So when they're talking and they're joking about, the joke is he's got his little boy, whatever it is,
it's
son.
his grandson, I have to imagine, because it was his daughter was dating a human in the first one.
There you go. Okay, so he says, I'm going to teach you how to fly, so he throws him off this tower.
And they're just sitting there.
And then he's just sitting there, and then the rest of them goes, okay, he's not flying yet. He's not flying. He'll do it. And just like in the back and forth there was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
And so, okay, he's not going to do it. And then he flies down and catches him. So that was kind of funny. I mean, yeah, I will admit.
It made me laugh more than Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 did.
At any point ever.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So yeah.
And the bar wasn't even set low by then, so you have to imagine it was a genuine laugh.
Right.
It was like a ha-ha, thank God it's not Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Pixels.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that preview still makes me laugh.
Yeah. It could be funny. Could be.
And they do their big reveal that it's actually Adam Sandler earlier in the preview, so I have to imagine they've gotten feedback that people aren't too disappointed when they find out it's Adam Sandler.
Right. But, I mean, it's old video game references, I mean, how badly can they screw that up? We'll find out. But who knows?
I have to say, probably pretty thoroughly they could screw it up.
Yeah.
But I do want to see Peter Dinklage, in a genuinely good movie.
Yeah. Well, you might still have to wait a little. But he is in
Can they have him in in a mullet wig? That's not a good sign, you guys. You only ever see him in a car from here up.
Right. So, yeah. All right. Was that the last one then?
That's the last one.
All right.
We didn't get very many previews this time, and they were all children's movies.
Right.
So I guess they kind of anticipated that it would be all children at Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, which is surprising considering they killed his mother 5 minutes in.
Not even 5.
Not even. Yeah, it was like the first thing that happened in the movie after Gemma May divorced him.
Yeah, it's you get a quick scene from the end of the first one, which is where she kisses him, and then they are married, and then it's instantly him being divorced, and then instantly his mother being killed.
Whenever Gemma May shows up in something, I think that's her name. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me. But I only ever remember her character from The League. She plays Paul Paul Shear's fiance, and his friends call her MLA because they say she has a mouth like an asshole. And then he's sitting across the table from her after they tell her that, and she's like sucking spaghetti up, and she's got purple lipstick on. And just makes me laugh every time. So whenever I see her, I picture like.
Yeah.
So watch The League.
Watch The League.
Watch Paranorman.
There you go. Yeah.
Go down some stairs.
Go down
to McDonald's. Buy a fancy pants watch.
And buy a fancy watch.
Yes.
This is actually a gift for my wife. And then it was apparently black is not something you get women. Because she found it to be very unattractive. So she gave it to me. So hello, hand-me-down.
I was super goth in high school, so I don't understand that at all, but...
She wanted a purple one, and the kind of purple one they have, like, has not been released yet, so once it's released, I will get it for her. But until then, I'm getting to wear this. So, forget you, Apple Watch, I'm wearing this.
Forget you, Apple Watch, I'm taping my phone to my wrist.
There you go. All right, I think we've said all we can possibly say about
Yeah,
this
we're
one.
done.
Yeah, okay.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.